All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master. Today we're going to do a comparison between Milwaukee's light bar and the Goose Grip under hood lights. Now, in case you don't know exactly what this is a company called Goose Grip. They sent this for me for review. It is a suction cup light bar. It, suctions on. It is very revolutionary. Very articulating arm. You can position a light very close to where you actually need it. So very cool, very innovative. They have some other stuff we're going to talk about as well. But we're going to talk about my feelings on it after having used it for a while. Okay, again, in case you don't know, it suction cups to a windshield for use as an under hood light. Very useful for that. The articulating arm is fantastic. It very much allows you to put a light where you need it, which is awesome. They also have a vice grip style Goose Grip. It can be useful, but it's very much more a niche product. You're going to have to clamp it somewhere with a vice grip. In this case, if you're going to buy one of these, definitely get the suction cup style because it is infinitely more useful. Battery life is good. Wouldn't call it great. You can power it off at 12 volts. Now they also have just a standard light bar. Now there's a couple issues with this. The light itself is fantastic. You can adapt it to a battery or you can hook it up to one of the battery systems. The biggest limitation with it is, well, it's magnetic. And, well, vehicles are getting more and more less metal in them. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So overall, I think the Goose Grip is a great invention. There's some things I think that could be improved moving forward. They're talking about adding an M12 battery adapter so you use existing M12 batteries, which would be very cool instead of their battery system. Now let's talk about the Milwaukee under hood light. It's a great under hood light. Has the limitations of it being a light bar that can only go in certain places. It's bright and, clamps onto the hood. All right, so in case you can't see, I've got the Goose Grip right here and doing timing chains on this, lovely Ford. Big surprise there. The Milwaukee does a good job of illuminating under the hood, but right where I'm working is where it would be, and generally it's going to be blocked. The Goose Grip, however, if you notice I've got it offset to one side, works way better at, my lighting sucks, but my lighting sucks on my face, but it's the lights that matter. I've already put the timing chains back on, put the valve covers back on, but I'm illuminating the entire front half of the vehicle. I'm not going to be blocking this light when I'm working on the car. This is the huge advantage of the Goose Grip, is I literally can have the light pointing exactly where I need it without putting a flashlight in my mouth or using a headlamp, which I've talked about. I can't stand headlights. So it's definitely a very useful light. I will give them credit for that. The innovation and all that is phenomenal. I did a part of a dash pull on a Tahoe or Suburban or whatever and used it stuck to the windshield behind the dash doing the actuators and was able to illuminate where I was working with this light. So it's really a great solution to a problem, getting a light where you need it. Now the Milwaukee articulating light I don't have here. I took it home to use it for something at the house and, well, I have kept forgetting to bring it back. But anyway, that's the advantage of the Goose light, is it puts light exactly where you need it. That's not in your way. Like if I'm using this light and I'm on a step stool, my head's right here, which is one of my problems with overhead lights like this. it's a phenomenal light. I know they're expensive, but they are extremely useful in the right circumstances. Now I talked about they added this light bar as something they've got, which I think would be really useful. The problem is it's an aluminum hood. There's the only metal on it is right there. I don't know how useful that is going to be hanging like that. And I'm on 2 bolt heads. There's literally no other metal other than right at the hood hinges. So I really do wish the light bar itself is great. But the 2 issues I have with it are the magnetic part. I think they need to add a system like the Milwaukee where it clamps onto the hood. So on this job, I couldn't even use it to test it if I wanted to. 1, aluminum hood, and 2, there's no battery in the car. So I'd have to hook up an external battery or pull one of the batteries out of the other tool. So I think the Goose grip, now again, it will plug into any of the battery packs for the other tools, but it is the limitation of this is I see a lot of cars without metal under the hood that it just doesn't make it as useful as I'd like. But other than that, it's a good light. It's a really good light. It's well diffused. The lighting's really good. It's basically a much longer version of this light, which is an excellent light. Just a limitation of the vehicles I work on a lot of vehicles that I can't literally mount it. But that, winner, chicken dinner. That is a great design. So I hope you enjoyed the update on the Goose Grip lights. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.